Jack, you guys weren't discussed really as a bubble team per se, but you probably been around long enough to kind of expect the unexpected when the brackets come out. What was going through your head when you're waiting to see UND in the field there?
Yeah, it's an exciting deal. Anytime you have any chance of making the playoffs, I think it's very exciting because shows a season full of hard work. But yeah, it's a little tense. I think a lot of you don't try to read a ton of it, but a lot of the mock brackets had us down there with Idaho maybe in that bottom left quadrant, and the name UND doesn't pop up there, so you may get a little nervous. But I was confident. I knew we've got a really good team. We've had a good resume, and so whenever we popped up, it was very exciting and gave us a chance to play 60 more minutes. So we just got to keep fighting from there and earn 60 more every game.
What have you noticed? There was a few weeks there where Gavin Zebarth wasn't available for your offense. When he's in the lineup, what do you notice?
He brings a spark. There's no question. He's a very physical guy, and he rewards us some very hard runs. He downhill runner, and the O-line blocks really well too. So when he's in the lineup, he's capable of a lot of different things. Where it's a third and short, he'll get us a first down, or he's even popped a lot of long runs. So when he's healthy, it adds depth to the running back position. Skokes and Zay, both very talented themselves, but to have those three on rotation and kind of throw different, because they all do different things, to throw those things at the defense and keep them guessing, and it just adds another dynamic to our offense, and we're really good when he's able to play for us.
North Dakota's had to go on the road quite a few times here in recent years to start the playoffs. What's the feeling like about playing in the Alaris Center, a place where, in the last 5 years, you guys rarely lose?
Well, it's awesome. Like Coach Schweigert said, big props to the administration for doing whatever they can to help get us a home game. And then there's no question playing at home's you're a little more comfortable. You got fans cheering for you, which always helps. But yeah, it's a big opportunity. Obviously, we've been pretty successful over recent years at home, and so you just got to keep riding that momentum. But just because you're playing at home doesn't mean it's going to be a win. So, going to take a big week of preparation, and I think we'll be good to go.
When you see North Dakota and Sacramento State match up against each other, at what point do you start diving into Sacramento State? Is it Sunday night? Is it Monday morning? Is it Tuesday? When do you learn about them?
Yeah, as soon as we found out, I know the coaches immediately were that afternoon. We took practice off. We went and lifted as players, but they went and hit the film, and so we're going to do that. We did that last night, and today is the main day where we'll meet as units and we'll start watching that film. But it's a weekly process to prepare for a team. They're really talented, and so yeah, it'll be a whole week long process and just learning more about the opponent. And the more prepared you are, the better chance you have to win the game.
A few different times it's come down to a final possession in the Alaris. The offense needs to come up with a drive. Punching in some of these in dramatic fashion, does that give you guys some confidence moving forward that when you need one, you can get one?
Absolutely. We've practiced the 2-minute scenarios for as long as I've been here, and so I think it really pays off. And that practice obviously has really helped us because we've needed that a lot of games this year. And I think the last couple of games, Indiana State, this game, even South Dakota where we struggled, I think all those games are really going to help propel us forward in this playoff push because there's no easy games in the playoffs. Everyone's very talented. There's only 24 teams. So all these past games will help us, all the close ones will help us, give us that extra push and know that, yeah, if we need a drive at the end, then we're more than capable of doing that.
You guys have talked about the energy. Obviously, the Bison game is one that people talk about, is how electric it was in there. How do you maybe bring that type of energy against a Sac State team that there isn't that natural rivalry built in?
Well, yeah, of course, with the NDSU, it's a game that you look forward to every year. But this is, a playoff game is a game that you also should look forward to every year. It's not easy to be in the playoffs. I think people, I know maybe even myself, maybe take it for granted. You're like, oh, you should be in the playoffs. But we play in a very tough league, and making the playoffs is a very big accomplishment. And so there's no question we got to have energy for this one, and it should even be maybe more so than that game because this is a do-or-die game. Everyone's 0-0. It's you win or go home. So this is one you got to bring it all, and because you never know if you're going to get another game or not. So we got to keep pushing and earn another 60 minutes is kind of our goal every week.
Hey, you heard me ask the same thing to Coach Schweigert, but when you're playing your best football, what do you think that is?
I think it's kind of like you said, the energy, really not even from the fans, but for us on the sideline, because I know sometimes when we're on the road, we struggle, maybe slow starts and kind of get down on the sideline. We don't have that extra push maybe from fans or something. So I think when we're playing our best football, it's us as players on the sideline playing with energy, having a true sense of belief, kind of like last week, and then, Indiana State, where you need a drive to win the game, and you got that belief. You look in your guys' eyes, and everyone's like, we're more than capable of getting this done. So I think when we're playing our best, it's a confidence, a belief, and then that energy, just regardless of what point of the game, if it's, we start 2, 3 and outs, or we're rolling from the very jump, just having that belief and energy and confidence in each other, and then cheering each other on when we're playing well.